Birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, call Halayim Wa Allahayna Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Kakadash, and giving double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, great millstone, world peace and citation to the elect. Shemai Mappan is a Mappa from the great millstone playing tables camp located here, city of Philadelphia. I'm Lamadi Mike on a lesson or we lesson. This is a continuation on one of the points in this lesson. Just give me a wee moment. Shut off this AC. Okay, so the next generation is doomed or being groomed for destruction. Here is why they are vulnerable. And it's mainly because of the philosophies that's being propagated by Esau Edom, the wicked, who have control of the earth and has the major dominant influence over people, all right, via the spiritual demon Satan as well. Okay. This is going to be the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4. And verse 4. I'll start at 3. But if our gospel be hid, which is the good news, the truth, and its proper understanding, that is, it is hid to them that are lost. Lost, Greek word apolome, which means those that are ruined. Okay, those that are put to an end. Okay, you have many that are born in vain, as the scriptures do say. Okay, so they would go after these different various philosophies. This is going to be the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and 22. Let the multitude perish then which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept, elect, in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Alright. You have many that are born in vain. Okay, many be created, but few shall be saved, as the scriptures do say. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8. And it says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Alright, for the elect, the 144,000, starting with them, elect men, choice men, out of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans are the Israelites, and you have the Israelite foreigners like unto the speckled bird that look like the heathen nations, but lineage go back there by the way their fathers to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which you try to spirit by the spirit. You have the world to come is for the elect. Okay, though of course, you know, 2/3 will be reincarnated via the seed of the elect in the kingdom, but they will be dying here in Babylon the Great America. Wicked Israelites will receive judgment. Okay, I will tell thee a similitude as or Isaiah, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, but a little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. So most of this world is pretty much worthless. You know, you have worthless vessels. You got um vessels onto dishonor, you know, and you have that little dust would be the elect remnant. Okay, you know, they are here, you know, but this present world is not for us. The fashion of this world passes away, you know, but you have it that you know, many fall after, of course, the philosophies of Esau, Edom in this world. It says there be many created, but few shall be saved. All right, and the elect are going to be saved from a lot of these different philosophies. Okay, in this generation of destruction. This is back to 2 Corinthians 4:4. It says, in whom the God of this world, you have Esau, Edom, had blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, would shine unto them. Okay, this God of this world, Esau, Edom, okay, which work via the spiritual demon Satan, okay, he blinds the minds of them that believe not the truth, so they would be prone to, as you have it here, next generation is groomed for destruction. One of the reasons is because young adults are driven by sex and impulse and not accomplishment. And Israelites, they should be driven to be accomplishers, okay, to be able to complete tasks and actually have motivation and a purpose, okay, a righteous purpose, that is. It says, I should specify that young people in the Western world are sexual oriented more than accomplishment oriented. In many other societies, the young are pushed to strive for personal success before pursuing relationships, marriage, or sex. In the West, sex is purely recreational and is driving force for teens, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, specifically sex without consequences. Now, I'm going to show example of personal success before actually getting the relationship, getting the marriage, which marriage is consummated via sex. And I'm going to show that via our forefather, Yaakov, or Jacob. This is Genesis chapter 29 and verse 1. It says, then Yaakov, or Jacob, went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. Okay, contrary to the Western philosophy, right? Just to show you. But it says, and he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flock of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place. And Jacob said unto them, my brethren, whence be ye? And they said, O Haran, we are we. And he said unto them, know ye Laban, the son of Nahor? And they said, we know him. And he said unto them, is he well? And they said, he is well. And behold, Rachel, which is in the Hebrew Rachel, I believe, which means like a ewe, right? His daughter cometh with the sheep. And he said, lo, it is yet high day, neither is it the time that the cattle should be gathered together. Water ye the sheep, and go and feed them. And they said, we cannot, until all the flocks be gathered together. And they rolled the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep. And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she kept them. So, we had women that actually had dealings with, our father's enterprise, raising cattle and raising sheep and tending to business. Okay, simple. That's what a daughter should, have some type of worth, in these times. You're not supposed to be just sitting about not doing anything. Hey, before a woman gets a husband, she's being trained up to be some worth for a husband. And it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban's, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother. And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother and that he was Rebekah's son. And she ran and told her father. And it came to pass when Laban heard the tidings of Jacob, his sister's son, then he ran to meet him and embraced him and kissed him. All right, so she, dang's decent in order. She told her dad. All right, and then look, that his father comes, Laban, which is Rachel's father, kissed him and brought him to his house, and he told Laban all these things. And Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh. All right, being of basically family. Okay, flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. All right, it's a dark saying. And he abode with him in the space of a month. All right, so he stayed for him for a space of a month right here. And Laban said to Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldest thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be? How much I should pay you, right? And Laban had 2 daughters. The name was, the elder was Leah, or Leah in Hebrew, and the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. All right, and Jake liked women, right? And beautiful women at that. And Jacob loved Rachel, and he said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. All right, so he said, he want Rachel, so he making a deal pretty much. All right, this is he was willing to work for her, so that's purpose driven, accomplishment driven man. Okay, Jacob, our forefather. All right, and Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. So he even had confidence in giving his daughter to Jacob. That speaks a lot. And accomplished driven, our people, virtuous driven people by the law, statutes, commandments, having moral excellence, we have to look at the things of old. All right, you have it here. It says, see, I gotta get that understanding, daughter. All right, so it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and 25, marry thy. I started a bit, but above. I'll start at verse 22. It says, "Has thou cattle, have an eye to them." Right, you got to tend to the cattle, right? And if they be for thy profit, keep them with thee, right? Which, hey, Laban had his daughter taking care of it because it was for his profit, right? Has thou children, instruct them, right? So you teaching them, all right? And bow down their neck from their youth. You have to, of course, have them humble and trained up right from when they're young. Has thou daughters, have care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful towards them. You gotta be, you gotta be a bit tough on your daughters and stuff. You can't be light, because they would not respect your authority. Okay, just look at how a lot of these women out here, they have the absence of fathers, or if they have a father, he ain't really participating in his life of the daughter. So they pretty much go out with this gadding abroad, being free and being destroyed. You see it that sex is just being given up. Where virginity was very prized. Back in the times past. Going on, and still is to this day, but it's not like people care these days. They just care about getting boxed. They don't look at the spiritual end of things. Just looking at more of the pleasure. But give her to a man of understanding. Oh, Slakia, I said here, read the next verse. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 and 25. Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter. So it's not light when you give your woman or your daughter into marriage, all right, as a father. But give her to a man of understanding. So you don't just give your daughter to any man. It has to be a man of understanding. So Jacob had to be a man of understanding, as it was written that Laban had said, "It is better that I give her to thee, than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me." So, just showing, obviously, the law, statutes, and commandments was around, too. Understanding was out there amongst our people. All right. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days for the love he had to her. So he worked for 7 years, apprenticeship, working under Laban, and it seemed like it was just a few days, because especially if it's something you really want and something very treasured, it's like nothing. He like, man, when I get this is gonna be great. All right, he had a deep appetite, right, for that girl. Hey, she was beautiful, and she was capable of doing tasks. Okay, and she was tending to her father's sheep. All right. A lot of girls these days, they a lot of times they're not even doing anything at home. They don't even know how to wash or clean the house or nothing. Wash dishes or take out the trash, or do anything, cut grass, whatever. So this is this is some supplanting going here. Genesis chapter 29 and 21. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go into her, so he can marry her. All right, so he waited pretty much 7 years to work to get Rachel. All right, that's purpose driven. And Laban, so he had temperance. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the morning that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went into her. or unto her, and that be Jacob. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpath his maid for an handmaid. Okay, so um hey, he got also Zilpath, okay, a concubine, right? As it has here, given by Laban to Leah as a handmaid. You know, two chicks, basically. Yeah. Yep. So going on, a lesser wife, right? And a wife, right? So it says, and it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said unto Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? Alright, he was pretty much tricked because he thought he was getting Rachel and he got Leah. Alright, so obviously Ramah in the Hebrew, which means beguiled, misled, or tricked. Alright, going on, it said, and Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 years, 7 other years. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Biliah his handmaid to be her maid. So we got another concubine, a wife and a concubine. Okay, so that's purpose driven. Okay, that's purpose driven right there. He worked for what he wanted. Okay, so going on, and Israelites, like I said, they got a lot, of learning working under other Israelites. We have laws pertaining to that too. But going on, it says here, I suspect this why American innovation, work ethic, and academic excellence has been on a perpetual downslide. Technology has taken up the slack in terms of productivity, but the newest generation seem to be most unimpressive in terms of ambition and excellence. And I can see that definitely at my job. These young kids, they weak. They don't have no drive. They have a lack of drive, and like I say, they at best they're mediocre. Okay, which is that's not even satisfying. All right, for employers these days. There will be no Albert Einstein or Richard Feynman or Kurt Gödel or Nikola Tesla or Steve Wozniak or produced by Generation Z. They are too preoccupied with being victims and getting their rocks off. The political left is eminently aware of this dynamic. They know that the minds of young people are easily distracted with the sexual revolution, generally because they think it is more easily access to sex without responsibility. Teens and young adults are more likely to support sexualized policy for this reason, and not surprisingly, they more likely to support abortion. Leftists know that sex sells, and making it easy for people to kill off unwanted pregnancy is the way to sell sex. The interesting thing is that it is happening lately, though, is a political left is growing more hostile to straight sex. Free love for everyone used to be a progressive mantra, but not anymore. Masculinity is now admonished as predatory, as women are encouraged to treat males' advances as a threat. All right, and you have it like, we are to be fruitful and multiply. But that's be it on this lesson. I'll get into maybe another part. Yahweh Ratazah soon. Shalom to thee, like all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai Shem Kakadash.